Alright, you was getting greetings and salutations, folk. So, let me check this real quick. Okay, so we are back at it with another Chiron Wounded Healer General Timeless reading for the collective of Earth signs. So, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Well, what is that? I don't know what that was. But anyway, if your Chiron, Chiron, is in Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, this general timeless reading could resonate for you. And if it doesn't, then leave it, alright? Don't be that bag lady, Erica Badu. So just a brief description of what Chiron is in your natal chart. Chiron in our natal chart points to where we have healing powers as a result of our own deep spiritual wounds. We may overcompensate in these areas of life. Chiron, as the wounded healer, first must face issues of low self-worth and feelings of inadequacy and learn to rise above these issues. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. But 1 second, y'all. I don't know what that is. So anyway, moving forward, because the wound goes deep and we may work hard to overcome it, healing powers are potent. As such, Chiron in our charts, 144 on the clock, is a place of great knowledge, experience, talent, and wisdom. Even if our own experience with the issues are problematic, our experience informs us, and we can be excellent guides and counselors in these areas of life. Its sign and house placements show us our wound and how we go about expressing it. Themes surrounding Chiron include how we might shoot ourselves in the foot, figuratively speaking of course, damage ourselves, or nurse a wound. We go on our way in Chiron-touched areas. Chiron's aspects show us other players in the Chiron story, and Chiron's transits serves as time triggers. Transits to our own natal or to our natal Chiron also time our ongoing work with our Chironic issues. So again, we're dealing with Chiron, the wounded healer, for Earth signs. So again, if your Earth sign or if your Chiron is in Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, this can resonate for you. So I'm going to go through a brief description of each Chiron in each zodiac for Earth sign. Starting with Chiron in Taurus, you may very well hold on to guilt for enjoying material things, comfort, luxury, and so forth. In your head, you know you're entitled to spoil yourself from time to time, but it's hard to truly convince yourself of this deep down inside. You're wonderful at helping others understand that they're worth it, however. Whether you compensate by over or under indulging, you're likely holding on to too much guilt. Your needs for security and safety runs very deep, and sometimes they work against you if you're not careful. Okay, so that's Chiron in Taurus. So let's take a look at Chiron in Virgo. You are wonderful and skilled at helping others with interesting tidbits about improving their lives, particularly life hacks. And you can thoroughly enjoy assisting others to get organized, but you may not always pay the same attention to or apply your ideas to your own life, frequently feeling a little behind, disorganized, and overwhelmed. Watch for rather intense insecurities about being unhealthy, disorganized, or not together enough, as your expectations of yourself in these areas may be unreasonable. Okay, so again, that was Chiron in Virgo. And finally, we're going to take a look at Chiron in Capricorn. You have a strong sense of structure, direction, rules, and boundaries. In fact, you are terrific at guiding and helping others structure their lives, as well as motivating them to apply themselves to reaching their goals. However, you can find it difficult to apply these concepts to your own life due to hypersensitivity to your calling, status, standing, or responsibilities. You may shy away from achieving your potential or from taking a solid stand or direction, or the opposite, go hard in these areas, only to find that you never quite feel responsible or accomplished enough. You can find it hard to appreciate your own contributions or to discipline yourself, but you are fantastic at helping others discipline and organize their lives. You feel incredibly responsible, often to your detriment. Do consider that you expect far too much from yourselves. Alrighty, so that's the description of Chiron energy within the placements of your earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Okay, so this will again apply if your Chiron is in either Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So again, I'll be using temporary decks until I restore my personal decks that I use for my intuitive reading sessions. So the other two videos I kind of used some makeshift paper ones, but I'm switching over to some other decks that kind of like backup, and then some makeshift of my own until my other ones arrive. Okay, so as usual with my readings, I'll do 2 rows of 3 principal cards, and then we'll clarify and further distinguish the energies found in the message for this video. Okay, so getting right into it. First row of 3 principal cards. I'll be using this Do You Believe in Magic Disney deck. Don't laugh, but you know, you gotta use the tools available to me at the time. Okay, so we have 6 of Pentacles, financial responsibility. We have Ace of Wands, it's giving me my Emperor energy, and King of Wands, High Priest energy. Okay. Bottom deck, we have 3 of Wands. This is the Fighter, the Arguer. 10 of Pentacles, the Money Tree, also known as My World card. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, conflict and confusion and financial, business, and property endeavors. Okay? So we're going to go with the first principal card that speaks to being financially responsible during this time or whenever you come across this video. We know that for my numerology, 6 is the number of finding and maintaining balance. Okay, whatever that balance may look like for you is not the same for me or others. So you have to kind of gauge your own balance for your particular life purpose and design, and for what you're trying to achieve and accomplish in your life. Okay, Pentacles representing the aspects of finance, business, and property. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Okay, so very earth sign energy, very grounded energy. So when you're being called to financial responsibility, especially dealing with earth sign energy, we know that if it's a sure, sound foundation, then you're solid. Okay, you're rock steady, so to speak. But if you have unstable foundation within these aspects, it's very much unstable grounding, unstable foundation, very what's the word I'm looking for? Susceptible to tremors and earthquakes, if you will. Okay, so again, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy within the aspects of finance, business, and property, financial responsibility, the accountant, if you will. The second principal card is the Ace of Wands. This gives me my Emperor energy, the embodiment of each king in the deck. King of Wands, the High Priest. King of Swords, the Warrior, the Protector. King of Cups, the Provider. And King of Pentacles, my Wisdom of Solomon. So with this Ace of Wands coming out, that's the total embodiment of each of those 4 kings in one entity, in one energetical form, in one person. So this could be in regard to either a male or female, because we know that energy is fluid and doesn't particularly belong to one sex or one sexual orientation. We know that wands represents the spiritual aspects, which include creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. The emotional body being how we feel about the things that we've experienced and are going through in our life, current and present time. We're going as far back as to childhood traumas. Okay, fire sign being wands being fire sign, heavy energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay. And the third principal card on the top row, we have the High Priest. So again, it's one of the four components of the Emperor, found in the Emperor energy. King of Wands, the High Priest. Again, fire sign energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay, aspects of spirituality, creativity, knowledge, wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. Okay, so there is definitely a call for financial responsibility for divine masculine energy. Confirmation there. Divine masculine energy, whether you are male or female, you are being called to take action in these endeavors. So you may have some sort of business that is correlating between spiritual endeavors. You may have a spiritually based business or some type of business based on creative means or knowledge and wisdom. Okay, so you're being called to take effective action in how you communicate and how you deal with these aspects of these two components within the finance, business, and property endeavors, along with your spiritual aspects. Okay, so you're being called to take appropriate action in these endeavors, but at the same time being fiscally responsible. Okay, again, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy, divine masculine energy on the table right now. First principal card on the bottom row is the Three of Wands in the upright position. So there could have been some fight or disagreement, some sort of argument in regard to these spiritual aspects, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. This argument has been brought on by some sort of third party outside energy. So this could be someone that you're working with, okay, or someone that you have some sort of spiritual or creative dealing with. More than likely, I feel like this is definitely someone that you're working with or around, because I'm skipping over to the third principal card, which is the Three of Pentacles in its upright position. So as this fight or disagreement has ensued within these aspects, this is definitely causing some conflict and strife within your finance, business, and property endeavors. Okay, so you have to be aware and pay close attention to your intuitive and creative promptings coming in at this time. Again, whether you're male or female, and take heed to those intuitive and creative promptings and take action on those, because you are who knows what's best at this time, because this outside third party energy that's causing these fights, these arguments and disagreements is definitely the cause of this conflict, okay, and confusion in regard to these business endeavors. Is confirmation right there. Okay, what's at stake here is your Ten of Pentacles, okay, the money tree. This is a completion in your finance, business, and property endeavors, okay, the world, if you will. Okay, so I feel like that this outside third party energy is coming in to hinder what it is that you're trying to accomplish in regard to these business endeavors. Okay, feel like you're definitely trying to branch out and grow some things in regard to these endeavors, but again, for some reason or another, this outside third party energy is trying to interfere with what you are trying to accomplish, whether again, you're a male, female, divine masculine energy, and you're being called to trust in your divine masculine energy and take action based on your intuitive and creative promptings that you're getting at this time, and to keep in mind to communicate effectively and properly so that you can translate this knowledge and wisdom that you're getting at this time, okay? Because definitely there's this third party energy that's causing or attempting to cause strife and confusion and conflict to attempt to foil or delay what it is that you're trying to accomplish in regard to these aspects, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start to clarify some of this energy to see what's going on here, to see if we could get a better idea. 3 of Wands, okay, coming out again, but this is coming out in the reverse. So I feel like this is coming out in the reverse to signify that this person, this third party energy that is causing these fights and disagreements, these arguments and uncertainties within these endeavors, is starting to affect you internally, which is causing you to now battle within yourself, going back and forth within self. But Spirit is calling you to trust in your intuitive promptings, intuitive and creative promptings, and be the emperor of your spirituality, of your creativity, and to take action in that. Trust in the high priest that is within self, okay? 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Well, this is actually 4 of Cups that have been marked on this card due to delay in a shortage in the suits or whatever. But it shows as the 4 of Pentacles, but it's actually the 4 of Cups in reverse. So what's at stake here, if you are to allow this third party outside energy to foil what it is you're trying to accomplish in regard to these business endeavors that's linked in with your spirituality and creativity, is the safety and security of the aspects of your heart, home, and family, okay? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So it is very imperative that you listen to the promptings that you're getting at this time, because your own intuitive promptings are not going to steer you in the wrong direction, okay? Letting this outside third party energy affect the communication that you have coming from within is actually going to be more of a detriment to you, as opposed to you trusting your own intuitive promptings, okay? So, 9 of Swords in reverse. This is my death card, okay? So there's going to be a death to a situation. Okay, I feel like that this card is coming out to advise you to put a death to this indecisiveness going on from within, being caused by this third party conflict and confusion, by these arguments and disagreements that's coming on. Because I feel like at this time it's making significant headway with you and within, and it's causing this indecisiveness. But now is the time for you to put a dead this. 9 of Swords also represents strong conflict, finality, conflict resolution. So it's time for you to resolve this conflict and pretty much dead it, put an end to it, and trust in your own intuitive promptings. If you're seeing 333, this could be a hint to you that this is your message. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. Okay, 4 of Swords speaks to keeping balance within your work endeavors, okay, on a soul level. So this is definitely coming out to advise you to be balanced within your business endeavors at this time, because there is a lot at stake for you. The world is at stake for you, literally, the money tree, okay? So what I'm going to go ahead and do is switch over to my makeshift deck to actually, I want to see what the Egyptians, gods, and goddesses have to input to this situation for you. Again, this is if your Chiron is in Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, the wounded healer, okay? So again, as always, take the messages as they resonate. If they don't, leave it be. Don't pick up something that is not meant to resonate with you. So the 3 that fell out right now, 2 of Pentacles. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. This is the money symbol. Large financial blessings are at stake here. 3 of Pentacles. Confusion. Okay, Four of Pentacles coming out in the reverse, birthright, inheritance. Okay? It's coming out in 2, 3, 4. Okay? Consecutive order. So while steps are being made in the right direction, this third party conflict and confusion is hindering you from continuing to make these significant steps forward, and it is going to be to the detriment of large financial blessings, your inheritance, your birthright. Okay, so whatever it is that you are creating or cultivating or manifesting at this time is of great magnitude and could be the setup for huge prosperity and abundance. Okay, but with you listening to this third party energy, what is this? Five of Swords in reverse. I felt this energy coming out when the Nine of Swords in reverse came out. Five of Swords is the breakup artist, putting an abrupt ending. So it's coming out in the reverse. So you need to put an abrupt ending, like I was saying, deading that energy, that indecisive energy that's coming from within, that's being influenced by this outside third party confusion and disagreement and mess. It's time for you to quite literally dead that shit and listen to your own intuitive promptings, and not only listen to them but take action on them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over here to my makeshift ancestors, archangels, and angel deck to see what it is they want to advise at this time for you, Earth sign in Chiron, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Okay, because whatever this is, this person, this outside third party energy is really trying to foil what it is you're trying to manifest for yourself, and quite possibly try to confuse you enough to make the wrong decision or make an uncalculated decision to where they can take the chance and opportunity to possibly steal your original idea and swoop in and say that they were the originator of this idea, knowing that it was you, and take credit, and then capture and ensnare your inheritance, your prosperity and abundance into whatever this project is. Okay, King of Wands, the High Priest. It's time to take action on your intuitive and creative promptings. Trust what it is that you're getting. Queen of Wands, the High Priestess in reverse. So this is telling me that you have been receiving some intuitive promptings, and because of this outside conflict and confusion, you're not quite trusting what this intuitive prompting is, but it is time for you to trust, and not only trust it, but to take action on it. Okay, it's imperative. Seven of Swords in the upright, the revealer, the expose. So something is getting ready to be revealed. Okay, it's possibly already been revealed in this intuitive video that this third party energy is trying to foil your prosperity and abundance and take it for themselves. Eight of Swords in reverse, the workaholic. So you have strong opposition from outside energy. Eight is a number of strength, tenacity, healing, abundance, prosperity. Okay, infinite energy in those areas. Okay, so there's infinite energy, prosperity, and abundance behind this idea, this business idea or endeavor. And this outside third party is purposely trying to cause this conflict and confusion and opposition to get you off your game, so that they can swoop in with your own idea and take credit for the work that's being done. Okay, so you definitely have to trust the intuitive promptings that you're getting at this time and snap out of it. Put an abrupt ending to this shit, dead that shit, and take leadership and ownership of what's yours. Get into that Emperor energy. Okay, and take what's rightfully yours, unless you just want to go ahead and give it away to this third party energy that's trying to make you look like a fool and steal your own idea. You've been doing most of the work, anyway. They coming in last minute trying to steal your shit. Are you going to let them do it? Cosmic, okay? Queen of Swords in the reverse, okay? Queen of Swords, and I'm using my Cosmic deck at this time. Queen of Swords in reverse speaks to divine feminine energy, the warrior type energy, Sekhmet, if you will. Because in an upright position that represents the Black Widow, okay, but it's coming out in reverse, okay. So it's time for you to go to war for what's yours, unless you're just willing to give it up, okay. Page of Swords in reverse, okay. That is finesser, narcissistic energy. Someone is trying to finesse your abundance right up out of you, okay. Are you going to let them finesse it from right up under you, right from up under your feet after all the hard work that you've been doing, after all the toil and labor that you've been putting into this idea? King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords speaks to justice. Somebody's trying, like I just said, somebody's trying to steal your idea and take it for theirs. King of Swords in reverse speaks to thief type energy. Okay, in the upright it speaks to a warrior, protector. Okay, authority. In the reverse there's cowardice, thief type energy. Somebody's trying to steal your shit from right up under you. Are you gonna let them? Okay. Three of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse, causing you to be indecisive and not trust your own intuitive promptings. So what are you going to do? Are you going to let them win? Are you going to let them take your shit, like, right from up under you? Like, I mean, the choice is yours. I mean, and this is not even a long, drawn-out message. You know, it's pretty much, straightforward. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to let them steal it from you? To take your prosperity and abundance? Something to do with genetics. Genetics keyword coming out. Genetics. This third party might be family. Could possibly be a family member. Whether you're closely related or second or third generation or whatever, but to someone could be related to you, or this idea could have something to do with genetics, because when dealing with Pentacles also represents the body aspect. Okay, so this could be some sort of genetic formula, something that you're working on, something that you possibly could have created from a genetic aspect. Okay, take it where it resonates. Gypsy. Okay. You could have been moving a lot to come up with it, or to gain knowledge or some type of wisdom in regard to this ideal or this endeavor. You could have been moving from place to place, gathering different sources of knowledge and wisdom in order to come up with this idea and this endeavor. Okay, researching. Carnival. Carnivals also move and are also in kind of tied in with gypsy-like spirit, because we know carnivals move from place to place, as in gypsies. Okay, so there could be genetics gypsy carnival. Genetics gypsy carnival. You definitely could have been moving around from place to place, gaining access to wisdom and knowledge, collecting resources and different types of information in order to come up with this creation. Okay, so this could definitely have something to do directly with genetics. Okay, creating some sort of genetic supplement, okay, or possibly something to help heal the body on a genetic level. Okay. Authority. You have to walk in your authority. Authority is coming out in reverse. You're not walking in your authority. You're not trusting in your authority right now. That backs up the King of Swords in reverse energy. Cowardice energy. Not saying that you're a coward, but if the shoe fit, you gotta stand up and fight for what's yours. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna allow someone to come in and steal your shit right up from up under you. Okay? You know. What other keywords want to come out right now? It's not fantasy, it's now reality. Okay, so you've definitely been working and toiling long and hard over this, and it's your time. It's your time. You got to step up and fight for what's yours. Okay, trust your own intuition. Trust your promptings, your creative and intuitive promptings. Unless you're just going to forfeit it all and let this person have it, don't be shy. There's nothing to be shy about. This is your shit. You created it. You did all the lead work. Okay, this has something to do with some sort of childhood trauma, in relation to genetics. Okay, this could be something to help people cope with childhood traumas and heal from childhood traumas and wounds. Okay. This could have something to do with childhood trauma brought on by a family member or someone in the family line. I don't know. Fire and desire. This is your passion. Okay? So if this is your passion, you got to step up and be willing to fight for it. Go to war for it. Unless you're going to let somebody take your shit. Be self-realized, okay? It's time. It's time. Are you going to fight for your shit, or are you going to let somebody come in, swoop in, and steal your ideas and take credit for it? And in turn, steal your prosperity and abundance, your birthright, your inheritance that you're creating to leave for your lineage, genetics. Okay, it's time. It's your time. Time to step into the authority of who you are. Okay, it's time. It's time. It's time. Trust your intuitive promptings. Take action on that. Be the emperor of your life, whether you're male or female, divine masculine or divine feminine. It's time. Step up for what's yours and take what's rightfully yours. Or unless you rather forfeit it, do what you do. It's your choice, okay? No need for me to draw this message out. It is what it is. If you want to book your personal intuitive reading session, coaching session, or a virtual Reiki session, or if you want to enroll in one of my online coaching courses, all of the information is down below. If you want to donate for the soul-driven, soul-intended cause, the information again is down below. Also, you can access my podcast, Spiritually Logic, formerly known as Soul Driven Podcast, through the information down below. Until next time, deuces. Love y'all.